So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم مدد يا شهر بردان يا علي يا سيدي يا حسن يا حسين يا فاطمة الزهراء دستور. Welcome to this channel, Sufistic Mystic broadcasting to you specifically. Yes. Today, and again from another point of view, we will talk about three things. Well, two things mainly, but the third thing is like a side note. First of all, Islamic Cosmology. We will dive deeper into that because I saw some people were interested in the Divine Throne, were interested in the Arsh al-Azim, in the seven planetary alignment, like layers, the seven heavens, seven oceans. Maybe we will dive into that, into the higher octaves of the planets, but let's see how we will get. So today, specifically in the cosmology, we will focus on the Shajaratul Tuba and Shajaratul Zaqum, the tree of paradise and the tree of hell, right? As mentioned in the Quran. This is the first thing. And the second thing, we will talk a little bit about Uranus, yes, as it is progressing into Gemini. And I think these last 8 years when Uranus was in Taurus was heavy. So those who are new to this channel, this is all about talismans, talisman writing, handwritten talismans. I give the courses, and astrology, but not like, okay, what's going to happen and things like this. I don't dare to say anything about the future, but more reflective. And from the reflection, one can learn what's going to come about, right? Reflective and practical, because yes, okay, people want to know the future. Yeah, that's fine. And maybe 90% is wrong. Yes. But it's good to know still, yes. But what we want to do, we want to, despite what's going to happen with the talisman knowledge in the Islamic tradition, in the Sufi tradition, we want to change the course to our advantage, make the possibility that something good happens higher, and make the possibility that something bad happens lower, right? So that's the whole intention here. So this is why me personally, and once again, and also what I teach in the courses, this is a practical and a reflective view on world happenings, astrological happenings, right? So even people tell me, yeah, I look into the birth chart sometimes, but it is, there are many things that are not a good manner, right? And in the Sufi tradition, we put emphasis on the good manners, yes, as much as possible. Yeah, in the right context. So what I was saying, yeah. So it's not a good manner that to say people, oh, you have a fiery love life or something like that. Can be intrusive. Oh, you have this thing. You have to. People have to decide themselves, right? Find it out themselves. And people ask me, oh, do you make readings? No, I don't make readings, not in the beginning, because you see what the problem is in your life usually, like 90% you see, okay, this and this and this, we want to change that. Yes, it's very obvious, and when you look into the chart, it will come most of the time the same thing out. So this chart reading, it's more like on a advanced, it's more advanced thing. So we drink our chai here, kampai chai chkort mahich for our Turkish guests. Drinking tea, Sheikh Abdullah Dagestani, he said, is half of the religion. Yeah, but caffeine, yeah, I mean, too much is not so good. Anyhow, let's dive into the topic maybe of Shajarat Tuba, the paradise tree. But before we do that, I want to really, because maybe this is an official now also disclaimer, I don't know, or announcement. People, the course, so because last week there was some kind of crazy astrology, I think, last week. There were so many people asking me for the courses, oh, I want to make installments or something like that. Like few people, not many, but few. And I was like, hey, this is weird. And just for your information, FIY, I refused all of them. Yes, for the talismans, yes. There can be installments done, especially for the big ones. But for the courses, I am very strict. It's only through the homepage, right? And only because you can manage, right? And people want to save this discount of 100 euros if they get all of it. That's nice. Yeah, I get it. But people, because they are in this mindset of lack, right? So this is also the thing with that. In a way, I want to get you guys out of that lag thinking, right? Because there is no lag, it's just an illusion. Step by step, slowly. It's not like from one day to the other, but it will be done, can be done. Why I'm saying this? Because I have people I know, they take the courses and they could afford the whole thing at once, right? But they don't do it. They go step by step. They get the first chapter, second chapter, third chapter. It takes maybe half a year, maybe more. 9 months. Yeah, in between they take the one-on-ones. I'm just saying this here because generally to those who think, oh, I have to save up for this to save this 100. The thing is, even you get it at once, I just want to say this because there are people who understand this and they go step by step, right? Slowly. They take 9 months to go through all the courses. And honestly, those I see, they are those who are proceeding, getting ahead most quick. Yeah, because it takes time. So I advise those to take the first chapter, right? There were some who said, okay, then I get it at once. Allah opens the door for them. So this is, of course, also due to Allah. But for this, I want to say I'm in general very strict on that. Because it's also like a principle, yeah. This is very important. For this, it's very important. Yes. Because this is also a learning. Yes, so I wanted to say this. It happened to maybe several people last week. Very interesting. I was astonished myself. So I wanted to say this. Yeah, and for those who don't know what the courses are, yes, they are of course about how to write talismans, how to calculate the magic squares, when to do it, how to make the ink, what recitations to do, yes, to create a change in our lives, to transform. Yes, this is this, I think. That's all I wanted to share about that. So let's dive into Shajarat Tuba. So, the tuba tree. Oh, tuba tree. Put your branches down to me. Yes, the paradise tree and the Zakum tree. So the paradise tree, it is said to, its branches will go to every person's paradise, right? Will reach, because everyone will have own paradise, or even has, right? Some with a vision might see it, yes. And so does the Zakum tree. It reaches to everyone's hell, yes. And yeah, I mean, once again, as a reminder, this is not about the how we imagine. It is totally different from what we imagine. And why I'm saying this? Because there is also a practical part to this, right? I wouldn't say this if there wasn't an unpractical part. It's like a story and from beyond, and we will just no, because these trees they also reach into this world, right? So it's like the tree of life, right? Above you have the paradise tree, the shajaratu tuba, and below you have the tree of hell from fire, shajaratu zakum. Yes. Sorry. And of course, we can now talk about the beautiful things and the horrific things of both. Yes. The tree of life, the tree of paradise, of course, has the best fruits and they are growing when you want it and so on. And the shajaratu zakum, it has like this fruits which are like full of whatever fermented blood or something like that. I don't know, like or spit or I don't want even to go further down here. Yes. Allah protect us from this. But the thing is, they are one. So why I'm saying this? Because this has a reality on all the levels, right? So I think Carl Gustav Jung said it, a tree can only grow up to paradise and to the seventh heaven if it goes through the seven hells beyond, right? If its roots reach to the seven hells. So this is the basically the shadow work, what people would call, right? The inner work to yes, to know yourself also. Know yourself and know thy Lord, right? And of course, and that's because it's also a vortex when you see it, of course. Everyone knows nowadays we are in 2026. Doom scrolling was teaching everyone. Yes. Where we come maybe later back to Uranus. Yeah. So along that spine of the tree, we have of course, one can say the North Pole, around which all the seven layers of the planets of the heavens surround it. Yeah. And the North Pole is Imam Ali, right? Yes. Wherever I look, I see your face. Shah Mardan, your leader. So, this is Shajaratu Tuba. So, yes, of course. So, to reach the branches of the paradise tree, we have to understand the branches of the Zakum. So, in this reality, the Zakum tree, it is the devil, yes. We can say the devil is like this tree, like one can say a coral, because the corals, yeah, they have a symbiosis, right? And within them they grow algae, right? Not to put corals down, they are beautiful animals, maybe fire corals, I don't know about those, but a coral reef, of course, it's. But I like to. This is good explanation here, because I don't know if some or all of them, but some of the corals they will have a symbiosis with algae. So the algae they live on light, right? Yes, but the coral cannot. The polyp, this little thing. So it will include algae in itself, and like this it will grow the colony like a tree, right? It's also a fractal, right? So basically, this is what's also happening. So the devil, it's like because people say, oh, it's the devil. You can say it's the shaitan, or it's the shayateen, right? So what now? Is it many or is it one? It's both, right? It's like a snake, like a hydra. Hydra? The snake with 100 heads. So yes, you might make cut on one of one and 10 will grow after. Still, it's worth the try, right? Because then we see the human is like the algae in that concept, right? It's the human soul. It is living on the light from its fitra, from its nature. But the darkness cannot. So it has to suck on the light. It has to have. It's a yes, it's a parasite, but there is also a kind of, we can say, symbiosis. Yes, symbiosis. To I don't know if it's to the benefit of both, maybe because, yes, then the human soul will, in this hikmah, in this understanding, and this knowledge, will get the chance to awaken, right? There is some kind of this, but of course, from the perspective of now, it's like more a disadvantage, yeah, because the algae could be free, right? Flowing free around. So, yes, you have to get out of this. Yes. Step by step, slowly, slowly. So, also the thing is, because some of the masters, they said, the shaitan, the devil doesn't need a partner to reproduce. Yes. It is basically reproducing with itself. So, yes, this is like two heads coming, right, from one. Yeah, and it's connected to one big thing, yes, it's like. But it's again fueling the paradise tree, right? Which we can say is also an entity, right? That will be maybe for another point, yes, in the future. But today we dive into the Zakum, right, way more. So this little devil polyps, yes, the branches, the heads of the snake, they are taking, but they are also, to keep it going, giving a little bit, right? Yes, of course. Dopamine. Yes, dopamine. Where is the next one? No one survived 18 minutes in that talk because of that. Congratulations for those who had. Put a comment. Yes. This is the. And then, yes, because now we are talking like this, that the tree of paradise is up and the tree of Zakum is down. But from the perspective, if you are in the Zakum tree, down is down, the plane of inertia. Now we come to the plane of inertia. Congratulations. The 0 point. So this is where, when you go out of that reality, you will drop to the plane of inertia, the 0 point, the point of no movement, where the two oceans meet. Yeah, where the branches of paradise and the branches of hell meet. 0 point. This is one can say this is Earth. Yeah, it's a very neutral plane, especially like the Earth, not already where we walk around, but the Earth, like the where we touch the feet on, because not much going on in materia. Yeah, right, not much, nearly nothing. Anyhow, compared to other dimensions, it's like a very slow dimension. Yes, we see it materia, the heavier the thing is, the more you have to push. You have a big ball out of iron, you have to push a lot, and strong, and then it starts to move. Once moving, it's not really so easy to stop. Yes. Also, for our home practitioners, the more you push for months, maybe years, it goes quicker, and then, but also you can leave it a little bit. It will continue rolling for a long time. Yes. Whereas a small ball, you push it quickly and it also stops quickly, right? Physics. This, my friends, we have to understand for going through the 99 divine names and other realities. And we can trust when the ball is rolling, it is rolling. This is especially in the spiritual realm. Yeah, it's like you cannot stop it anymore, actually. Yeah. Where we come? Plane of inertia. Okay. And then, of course, the plane of inertia is the 0 point. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Yes. The galactic niche where all can be, but nothing actually is. But it can be heavy, right? Because you have been somewhere and now you are nowhere. Yes. Oh no. Where am I? And then, yes, I think that's enough for today about this. A little bit we can grasp upon, because dunya is also in this, basically the four enemies. Dunya, Hawa, Nafs, and Shaitan are in this whole vortex system. And so, yes, I think that's enough for today. Yeah, already 22 minutes. Okay, so, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we go on to Uranus, something like, which is more here, I don't know, practical for our lives, reflection. So Uranus is like Mercury on steroids. I just realized it a few days ago. Today is Uranus-Venus conjunction, so any Venus-related work, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, today is very good. Yes. Yesterday we had the Moon-Jupiter conjunction. So Uranus was in Taurus 8 years, and I just like to reflect with you. And please also write your reflections of the 8 years since 2018 in the comments, because I realized, okay, it's a slow-moving planet, right? But there was a lot of movement in my life, in lives of people that I know, a lot of movement. Like Mercury, this is like Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, basically, right? So also for our practitioners out there, if you befriend Mercury, you will somehow also befriend the higher octave, which is Uranus, right? It was crazy because 2018 and then 2019, actually it all started, as it's a slow moving planet, so the manifestations also come a little bit slow but intense. So 2019 we had the pandemic, and yeah, I think it's, for me, when I see this Uranus into Gemini, I hope it will then now, because it will be about communication. Yeah, maybe it was the peak of this whole thing, because Uranus is connected to awakening and stuff like that with the Epstein files. Yeah, and now it will be like maybe 8 years of talking about this. communicate. Let's see. But I really think Uranus was one of the things, of the planets, why also everyone was like very much in the sky, right? It was like, because it was in Taurus, it's the detriment, the fall, the suqut. So it was in the worst placement. It was very intense. I realize. So let me know what you think about this, but I think it's a good thing to go out of it. Let me also know if you want more of such reflections. I mean, it's not very deep because I talk very general on those things. But it's good to have a grasp on that, yes. To grasp the realities and know what is going on, and when it changes, there will be definitely a change now. What it will be, I don't know, because Saturn is still in Aries, and there's also the fall of Saturn for 2.5 years. But I think now the overlapping, it was like overlapping a certain time also, right? So Uranus in detriment in the fall, and Saturn in the fall as well. Yeah, let's see. It's good. I think it's good to know that things now gonna change. And yeah, many people had a lot of Mercury energy going on. That's for sure. So that's over now. Use the name Thabit. Maybe I'm gonna put a little square here. I don't know. But Thabit is 903, right? So if you use that name, it will. Thabit is a last name that is connected to Mercury. That's why I'm saying this. And it is the name which, the meaning is the one who makes firm on the path, basically. Allahumma thabbitna ala al-iman. Oh Allah, make us firm or in the belief. Right? It's 903. You can recite the name, you can write the square, you can calculate the square. Who have the squares, amazing. Who have had the courses, you can calculate. Those who didn't take it, yeah, don't be blocked, because I think really, once again, there is this blockage, yeah. Don't wait until you... Well, it's up to you, right? Okay, keep the beats moving. Like, subscribe, share, comment if I forgot something. Especially, please, on the Uranus topic. I'm really interested. Yeah. See you on the next video.